Everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Now today we're going to be talking about the Pokemon remakes. The idea of us getting new Pokemon remakes of Diamond and Pearl potentially coming next year. Now we're going to be talking about this because it's been a topic on many Pokemon fans' minds for a very long time. You know, of course, if you don't know, we kind of tend to go on a 3-year cycle of having of missing a year, us having a new Pokemon game, and then having a remake. We've pretty much had a mainline Pokemon game release pretty much every year since 2016, and many people are expecting a remake to happen this year. Of course, you know, we have had Sword and Shield. They are getting a little bit old now. They did come out in 2019. Of course, instead of getting a mainline game in 2020, we did get the DLC, which kind of put together was like a mainline game. And many people are expecting us now, naturally, to get a kind of remake, because Pokemon games have been yearly for 4 or 5 years now. We go in the cycle of a brand new game, a brand new region, followed by some kind of sequel or expansion pass like we've seen with Sword and Shield, and then after that we seem to have a remake. So this happened with Sun and Moon, for example. 2016 saw Sun and Moon launch, 2017 saw Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and then 2018 saw Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. This happened in the past as well with Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and X and Y, that sort of thing. So it has happened before, and many people are expecting it to happen again. Of course, Pokemon are kind of running out of remakes. Of course, the Kanto regions has been redone so many times by now, and Heart Gold and Soul Silver was also a remake, as well as Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So many people are expecting either to be a Diamond and Pearl remake or maybe a Black and White remake. I mean, maybe there's a possibility that we could get an X and Y remake, but it does seem kind of pointless because they were on the 3DS. I mean, Nintendo have stopped supporting the 3DS now, but it seems a little bit too early. I think we want to build up some nostalgia first, and I feel like Gen 5 was, 2005? So it's been a long time, so I guess it's time for a remake of those games. Plus, those games were like 2D on the DS, essentially. They were sprite games, so it would be interesting to see those in 3D. Probably most likely in the Sword and Shield engine. I'm not a huge fan of the design choice of the engine on Sword and Shield, but it will probably end up being on that engine that they're going to use going forward. That being said, though, the development team that's been working on Sword and Shield are different to the ones that are working on Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So maybe the Let's Go Eevee Pikachu teams have actually been working on this remake. So we could potentially see this remake, if it exists, be on that similar engine that we saw in 2018 for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Again, this is all hypothetical. We don't know if this exists yet. If this does exist, I'm pretty sure it's going to be confirmed within the first quarter of the year. We've seen this with Sun and Moon, X and Y, Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, Sword and Shield. They get revealed pretty early into the year, and then they release in the November, October time. Everything on Switch has been in the November. I would see, if I had to say this exists, which I do think it does, I feel like we're going to get a reveal maybe January, February time, late January, early February, and I feel like it's probably going to release mid-November. That seems to be what Pokemon are really going for right now. That seems to be the cycle they're going with. To be honest, I don't really see this being out of the realms of possibility that we maybe get a direct January, February time that talks about Pokemon Snap, gives that maybe an early 2021 release date, maybe in May, June time, and then they talk about what this remake that is going to be the big thing for 2021, and maybe confirm Gen 9 for 2022, 2023 time. I don't know, they always seem to have Pokemon Directs every couple of months, to be honest. There was loads of them, or Pokemon Presents. There's loads of different things that the Pokemon Company like to do, and loads of projects that the Pokemon Company have been working on. Of course, we don't really know much about that new mobile game that they did with Tencent. We don't really know much about that. So yeah, I can imagine us getting a Direct pretty soon, or another Presents thing where they announce another 50 million projects, but also talk about a few more. And I feel like we're going to get an announcement of these remakes then. Causing even more controversy, though, will these remakes have a national dex? Of course, every mainline Pokemon game did have a national dex leading up until Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield's the only one that didn't have a national dex, and of course they said that's because they wanted to work on the details and everything, and there was a whole controversy behind that. Now, would a remake have the national dex? That is interesting to see. We don't know. Obviously, we don't even know if this thing exists, but it'd be interesting to see what happens with that. Personally, I feel like they probably won't. I think they're going to scrap that because they said in future games going forward they are going to scrap the national dex. I don't think remakes are going to have them now because I think the Pokemon devs will see the remakes as a new game, as a new installment because they're remaking them. I don't know. I just don't see a National Dex. They seem to be pretty adamant that a National Dex wasn't going to happen in Sword and Shield. I don't see that happening coming back into a remake if it happens. I'd probably like it to happen because everybody seems to really want it. So yeah, you know, if it could happen, great, but I don't personally see it happening. And finally, we are kind of being teased right now by something happening in 2021. Now, here's a tweet from the Pokemon Twitter. It talks about Pokemon turning 25 in 2021, which is insane. I can't believe it's 25 years old, but that is a pretty big milestone, and of course we should expect something for that 25th anniversary. Mario turned 35 this year. We did get a collection, you know, 3D All-Stars. There was a Pokemon Masters collection leaked by Game, I believe, in the UK. So, you know, maybe we'll see some kind of collection, maybe, you know. I don't know. This year could be, you know, Pokemon Snap releasing earlier in the year, similar to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon did this year. And then maybe the Tencent game coming out in the summer. A kind of like Masters collection or a compilation game coming out in autumn time, September, October time, and then maybe that big mainline release coming out as that remake of Diamond and Pearl coming out in the winter time, that November time of 2021. So yeah, next year could be, and I say could be, a really, really big year for Pokemon. It should be, you know, 25th, you know, anniversary and all that, but you know, we don't really know. Nintendo hasn't been 100% this year, and rightfully so. You know, 2020 has been weird, and I don't know. I don't think it's right to expect a really strong year going into 2021 because things still aren't normal. You know, this might not be what we'd expect from the 25th anniversary, but this could have the potential to be big. It depends on how these projects are going, and it depends what we get revealed. This is all hypothetical, but in my opinion, I think these remakes are coming. It is time that we get another remake. We haven't had one since 2018. I feel like it's time, and I feel like this is the only generation they could do. Maybe a black and white remake. I guess, you know, many people were expecting this to be announced last year, or I guess this year, because it was so long ago, when they revealed Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, because it started with the whole 2006 thing and everything. So, I don't know, I feel like I've been teasing this for a while. So, I don't know, let me know your thoughts. What engine is it going to be on? When's it coming out? Is this real? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on the Pokemon remakes. Are you interested? Do you care about Pokemon? Do you hate Pokemon? What's your thoughts? Are these remakes coming out? And I'll see you in another episode of the SF Advent Calendar for day 14. Only 10 more days to go after that. So yeah, cheers for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another video. Cheers for watching.